What's up everyone, welcome back to Own the Hunt. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to paint your rifle the Hoosier Hunter style. Guys, if you're not familiar with the channel Hoosier Hunter on YouTube, go check him out. I'm going to put his link in the description below. I learned everything you're going to see here from him and his video. Definitely go check out his video, see how he does it, see how I do it. Let's compare and contrast. All right guys, let's get to it. Okay, so obviously this is a slightly different video than normal. I haven't had a lot of success hunting this season for coyotes, so I'm bringing you guys some stuff that is all stuff I would do normally, bringing you guys along to see it and to share with you guys. Now, I've been doing some day hunting, and one thing that became very awkwardly apparent to me is that I need a camo rifle. I set up the other day, I had a perfect backdrop, awesome cover. I was blended in perfectly with my disruption pattern camo by Huntworth, and my rifle and tripod setup stuck out like a sore thumb, guys. This thing, I mean, I took a step back, I took my call out, set out my call, set out my decoy. I start walking back and I'm like, oh, that's not gonna work. Like, it's a giant mass of black chilling there with me sitting behind it, just not gonna work, all right? So I've decided I'm gonna camo my rifle. Some of you guys are probably sitting there cringing right now. I have like an $1,800 rifle set up. Definitely not something you wanna just go slap and spray paint on. But here's the thing, guys. You've only got a few options when you wanna camouflage your rifle. You got Cerakote, which is pretty expensive. You gotta send your rifle to somebody, have them do the work. You get it back, who knows how long it's gonna take, right? You got some other gun coat products that you can do at home. They're DIY products. They're a little bit harder finish. They're more expensive, obviously, than some rattle cans. Probably a better product, but I think for what you're doing, rattle cans can really get the job done, guys, and it's cheap. So what we've got here today is 3 cans of spray paint. 2 of these are Rust-Oleum's camouflage paint, guys. Really, it's just a flat paint. The colors happen to lend themselves to be camouflage type colors. But I wanted like a light grayish, beigey, kind of off-white color to help with some of the winter patterns or winter colors that I see here in my environment, but also some of our grays that happen in the fall and stuff like that. So I grabbed a satin stone gray. I couldn't find it in flat, but satin's really not a reflective finish, so I think it will do just fine. I'm not gonna clear coat this rifle, guys. So 2 reasons why. If I ever want to take this off, I could easily spray this rifle down with a light paint remover of some sort and scrub it with some bristle brushes that won't damage the anodizing on my AR. So I can remove this, and so yeah, it probably would be difficult, but I'm also not spraying this in the rifle, so it's not going to be getting in all the grooves. It's not going to be deeply penetrating the rifle. So I think it would be a pretty easy finish to remove if I should want to. So what I got here is a pretty cool vise. I use this vise for building my ARs. I bought it from Harbor Freight. You guys can pick one up. I can actually link it in the description for you. This little vise has lended itself really nicely for building ARs. So if you guys are AR builders out there, definitely check out these vices. Now this is a AR-15 vise block. It is the exact shape or dimensions of a magwell for an AR-15. It's got the little magwell angle here that matches the angle on your lower receiver. So this thing's gonna come in clutch today. It's gonna allow me to paint the entire rifle and not have to wait for one side to dry before I can flip it over. So should work out pretty slick. You guys are gonna see here with me. All right guys, as always, first things first, let's go ahead and safety check this rifle. As you can see, nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magwell. All right, we're clear to go. What I'm gonna do first, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and set this on this vise block. And what I wanna do, one of the most important parts of anytime you paint something, I don't care if it's a car, a house, a door, a gun, doesn't matter. You wanna prep it. So there's a bunch of different ways you can prep. Hoosier Hunter, who I mentioned earlier in the intro of this video, he prepped his rifle with alcohol. I'm gonna do the same thing. It should do just fine. This gun hasn't had like a lot of greasy situations or, you know, situations where it's gotten oils on it or different products. Now inside, yeah, sure, it's probably got some oils and different solvents that I've used for cleaning the rifle, but we're not gonna worry about that today. We're really just gonna lightly go over this rifle, and you'll see why I'm not super worried about it. We're gonna be using this sponge. Now this sponge is made by a company called Super Tough, and what it is it's actually a natural sea sponge. It's actually a natural product that comes out of the ocean. The stuff's actually kind of expensive. I think this one sponge was like $10, you know, so it's not like your everyday household sponge, but you can definitely get one of these. One of these will go a long way. You're gonna rip off pieces, and you're only gonna use small pieces to do this project. So one of these will go you a long way. You can probably do a few rifles, a couple rifles anyway. And then like I said, guys, I've got some Rust-Oleum camouflage paint. This is the earth brown color. This is a army green color. Should lend itself pretty nicely to some of our foliage. And then as I mentioned, guys, this is the stone gray Rust-Oleum 2x ultra cover. This is a primer and paint all in one kind of product. But like I mentioned, guys, we're gonna go ahead and use alcohol. This happens to be 70%. The higher percentage you can get, the better. I've seen like 91%. That's probably what you're gonna want. This is all I had in the house, so it's what we're gonna rock today. But basically the higher percentage, the faster it's probably gonna dry on your rifle, the quicker you can get to painting. So I do want to mention, guys, I did remove my scope from this rifle. I don't plan to paint my scope or its mounts. I understand that's going to be some black obviously on top of the rifle, but the paint job in general is going to break up the larger portion of the black, and I'm not too worried about the scope on top being black. I may paint it in the future, but I just don't want to go ahead and put paint on it right now. So I've gone ahead and removed that. If you guys have an AR with Picatinny rail on top, some of them have T markings in the slots. You can use those T markings to help you remember where your rifle scope was mounted. So if you take it off, you can put it back on without losing zero. Obviously, it doesn't hurt to go ahead and go out to the range and check zero again, make sure your rifle's still on after you remount it up. I will probably definitely be doing that just to make sure. Can never be too safe. So, but what I did, basically, I don't have T markings on this upper receiver. So what I did is I took pictures of exactly where the scope mounts were indexed on top of my upper receiver. Okay guys, so I have my rifle mounted in the vise. I have my buttstock fully extended. The reason why I have it fully extended is because I do plan to blot some paint in this buffer tube. So I wanted it fully extended. Now, granted, a lot of this paint is gonna develop wear over time, guys. I'm not looking for a super hard finish that's gonna last a lifetime. In my opinion, some of that natural wear that happens as you use your rifle looks super cool. It's kind of like a battle worn finish, and a lot of guys are paying extra for that nowadays with their Cerakote finishes. I'm gonna go ahead and get started cleaning it and taking off any of the surface debris that might be on this rifle that would prevent adhesion of the spray paint. So I got a decent bit of alcohol on this cloth. I'm just gonna go ahead and start wiping the rifle. You really only have to worry about your high points pretty much because of the way we're gonna be painting this. We're still gonna retain some of the factory black that is on this rifle. You don't have to get super carried away with this if you do this method. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, prep is everything in a lot of ways. So if you do plan to fully spray paint your rifle and you're not gonna follow this method, definitely prep your rifle thoroughly. And oftentimes, if I'm gonna paint an entire rifle and spray the entire thing down, I will actually take it apart and spray it with some degreaser, some actual degreaser product, not just an alcohol product. But really what I'm trying to do here is hit my high points. Obviously the back of this rubber buttstock, or this buttstock, is rubber, so I'm not gonna even put paint on that. It just simply won't adhere to it. But the rest of it is pretty good to go. Now I'm noticing a ton of lint coming off this rag. It probably was not a very good decision for this, but I grabbed it quickly. We're gonna make it work. Like I said, guys, this is not an exact science. It's kind of a get it done kind of thing. I'm using this rifle almost daily, so you know, it is what it is, guys. I'm not gonna necessarily rush this project, but I'm also not gonna be like super duper anal about it. I'm gonna do what I have to do to make it look good and to make it last as long as I can. But at the same time, guys, a can of spray paint super cheap. I'll probably have a bunch left over from this project. So if I need to touch this rifle up next season or whatever, or if it's bothering me, then I'll just go ahead and do that. Okay guys, so I got shit all over this rifle. I realized after from the rag I was using, it's like a ton of like fine lint. So I went and grabbed a duster and I'm just gonna lightly take that stuff off it. That will really directly impact the adhesion of the paint on this rifle. So you want to get as much of that shit off as you can. Okay, it's prepped and ready for paint. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a little bit of cardboard. I'm gonna get my sponge prepped. Basically, I'm gonna open this. Go ahead and open it right now, actually. So I'll give you guys kind of a close-up of this sponge, but it's fairly porous and it allows for some really cool patterns and breakup that just don't really look like anything else. All right, guys, so I grabbed a little piece of cardboard. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, just something to shoot some spray paint on. So I'm gonna start with my lightest color first. That is the satin stone gray. The reason being is I'm gonna leave this as a black base on the rifle, go for kind of a darker pattern. So starting with our lightest color first. So you're just gonna go ahead and apply this paint kind of randomly on the rifle, blotting it in kind of a random, no special pattern, guys. Just blot it on the rifle, get some coverage. I'm not worried about putting it on my grip because my grip is going to be rubber, so I'm going to actually leave it as black. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of randomly apply this to a rifle. No rhyme or reason for it. If you get some smudges, guys, just kind of blot it again. If you need more paint, go ahead and apply more paint to your cardboard. Grab some more paint with your sponge. Hit that bad boy. Make sure you get underneath. Should turn out looking pretty awesome. All right, guys. Well, the gray paint dried, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next color, the army green. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a different area of the same piece of sponge that I was using. I think you could probably get away with one little piece like this for the entire rifle. So if you can only find a small piece of sponge, I think it'll do the trick. You guys will start to notice as you apply this that it's really going to start to take on some pretty cool character, some pretty cool pattern that be difficult to replicate. All right, guys, so I have the second coat on the green. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a close-up of this as it is right now. And then our third and final color we're gonna do at the end is the earth brown, which should really make it pop and give us that finished look we're going for. All right, guys, well, the green has dried. We're gonna go ahead and shoot the brown on this thing and call it a day. Let me go ahead and get this all done. I'm not gonna put you through the boring process of me blotting this rifle again, and I'll come back here with the finished product. All right, guys, well, here it is, the finished product. I am pretty happy with overall how it came out. For what it cost me to do this project, guys, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a cheaper way to make a pretty awesome, unique camo pattern on your rifle. The sponge, I didn't need nearly as much as I thought I would, and three cans of spray paint, and if you wanted, you could probably get away with 2. So overall, pretty happy with this product, guys. Anxious to put it to the test out in the field. Stay tuned. Until next time on the Hunt. See you later.